My name is Julia Papillon, and today in social news we are sitting here with Shelly Conley. She is a poet, author, and just overall amazing woman. Shelly, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So you said my name, Shelly Conley.
Yes.
I think my first passion I would say is writing. So poetry, very heavy in the Poetry Unplugged community, which we just celebrated 20 years last year. And also an author. I just released my book Rewind last year. And lastly, a community educator, I call it, with My Sister's Keeper. I've been the program director for 10 years. We just celebrated 10 years on Sunday.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that. So, can we dive into your first title?
The My Sister's Keeper book, the Heal Self Heal Her, Journey to Heal Self Heal Her. So we work in the schools. We've been MPS, TOSA, Madison, Racine, etc. And basically we took our 8-week curriculum and transitioned it into a book, because we want something for the girls to be able to have when we're not there. So we're there for 8 weeks, but we want them to continue the work. And then for those who we're not able to be in their spaces or in their schools, we want them to have something to work with when we're not, when we're not able to get to them. So it's really set up just like our curriculum. Some of the topics are telling your truth, self-esteem, healthy relationships.
How did you find yourself in the healing space?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah. So, partially because I had a lot of healing to do. So journaling and writing has always been my outlet since I have diaries dating back to 9 years old.
Wow.
And some of those bits and pieces are in my book Rewind. But just in general, needing to find a safe space to express some of the things I was feeling that I had been holding in. Poetry was that space for me. And then through poetry, all the other pieces just kind of lined up.
Absolutely. Yeah. So bringing that into the community space, how did that funnel really occur?
So the community space, I think we started originally, and when I say we, I mean me and Tina Nixon, the founder of My Sister's Keeper. Her husband had been doing the work in the schools, and separately, but we both ended up coming in with him to different classes, and then eventually he asked her about coming in to speak with the girls, and they loved it so much, and they were so open and grateful that they told the principal at Transition High School. This was maybe 15 years ago, and so he asked her, fast forward, he asked her to come in and work with the girls, and so she created a curriculum. Well, she started creating a curriculum, and then she brought me in, and so we carved it out together, and the rest is history, 10 years in.
And then to your new title, so please tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Rewind, yes. Rewind, a Cathartic Autobiography.
Yes.
And so that is a collection of, and I don't use the word chapter, they're called tracks in my book.
Cool.
I'm a hip hop head, so it's kind of really got some hip hop things and there's some vibes. So you do get poetry in every track. You get actual journal pages. I have journals dating back to 9 years old, and so you get actual journal entries from throughout various stages of my life. And then the thing that ties it all together is a letter to my past. And I just learned from someone I was talking to that really the theme of the book is this term, inner child work, which I wasn't familiar with. And when she asked, I said, no, I've never heard of it. And then she said, well, it's throughout the book. Like, it's what you did. I was like, oh, okay, look at that, So the letter to my past really is a way to speak to my younger self, acknowledge what she was feeling or experiencing, and then in turn be able to give her what she maybe didn't get from my adult self. So,
absolutely, I love that. Well, if there are any words that you have to share with the collective, what would it be?
I would say just stay. Well, I'll start with this before I say that. I know we're all born with gifts, whether it's 1 or 5 or whatever. And so just stay true to that and true to yourself. One of the things I hear a lot of younger poets say that I've said to them over the years without me even knowing that they carried this with them is just to be your authentic self. And in turn, your brand or your image or whatever you want to call it will build itself.
Truly.
Yeah.
Words to live by.
Thank you.
Shelly, thank you so much. Is there anything that we have to look forward to, any goals that you're setting along this year?
Yeah, I would definitely say I'll continue to post stuff on my website, shellyconley.com, SHELLYCONLEY.com. And that includes stuff for My Sister's Keeper as well as my own personal journey. And I do have some things coming up spinning off from the book, like my live audio recording. My live poetry performance from the book, but it'll be a part of the audio book. I'll have some book tour dates coming up and lots of fun stuff relating to Rewind.
Lovely. Yeah. Thank you. You have so many beautiful things in the horizon.
Thank you.
Thank you for chatting with us today.
Absolutely.
In social news, we've been blessed by Shelly today. Over and out.
Adios.